Greetings, people of the world. This Green Everhart here with the April news. I'm here on the biggest news based on the aftermath on the aftermath of what happened after the final battle of the mad thing known as Thanos. That's right. A day came on any other when Earth's mightiest heroes finally against a threat that they couldn't defeat them alone, and they thought that after even though they joined forces with other superhero teams from all over the world to fight this, but sometimes wasn't any first on even even with all the years they still weren't able to stop mad Thanos from destroying when Thanos stopped his fingers, he caused lots of blow to the superhuman community, causing the near extinction of the entire mutant population. What's the assets? Mutant population, the deaths of hundreds of good heroes like Captain Peter, Captain America, and other heroes. We're also the world divided other normal human citizens also, as we have covered before. The divided and broken, divided and broken. Supervillains and regular criminals like criminals right now, like House's very own Wilson Fisk, was able to escape prison during the midst of the chaos of that horrible battle, and now they're loose, now they're left on loose, where they are, as well as other, even although these one of greatest superhero teams with Fantastic Four, although they're still alive, the matter took away their powers. But although they're no longer heroes, they're not going to stop them from doing what they love. I'm with the Fantastic Four right now. Here we have your Dr. Richard, formerly Mr. Fantastic, Ben Grimm, formerly known as The Thing, formerly Johnny Storm, formerly and Sue Storm, aka formerly known as the Invisible Woman. Thank you all for coming during these times. Happy to have you, Christine. Tell us, Doctor, for a group of heroes who for a family for a family that spent almost half their entire with superpowers. Ever since you and your family was exposed to those common rays that gave you the powers that made you the Fantastic Four, you have a lot of good for over the years. Helped help save a lot of lives, helping as well find other heroes like the X-Men and the Avengers. I like to lose all power just like that. Well, I think, Christine, I can definitely speak on behalf of every member of our team that we are still and we're still trying to grasp the reality of what happened to us. I have to be honest with you. I have to be honest, Christine. When we first got given those powers, we were freaked out. When we first got these powers, we had most of us. I know when I had us, most of us were scared and afraid of what we became. Most of us were over someone like Johnny here, who you got that right. I was born to be a human torch, flying high and like. That's like my team. That's really Ben Grimm. I was happy what happened to me. I mean, I could fly, man. I can mess about burning out, and I was a real chick magnet. Ladies, man. So we've heard. So when I see someone like you, honestly, I would probably more accepted than anybody. I lost my powers. When I lost my powers, I thought I lost a part of me. part of me and stuff, besides, I don't know. Besides, I still have my girl Crystal. Yeah, of course, the Inhuman one is so who is your parent Storm. I mean, Crystal, what's it like knowing that that you're dating, actually, in fact, when I first met Johnny, at first I was amazed by his powers. I never met a non-inhuman with powers before. Before that, as I got to know Johnny as a person without his power, I remember deeply, and I think I don't care. What matters is it's like from what based on your Johnny Storm, we always know you as a man who likes to take charge, go take things head on, and from who always prefers to be the savior of when it comes to situations with women. You always prefer to be the hero and always rescue the damsel in distress. You think not really. Look, I was ever since the beginning. I went along before I became human horse. I was a cocky, arrogant jerk. But over years, but over time, as I became I can't always who it was doesn't work for everyone else they want. Over years, I have grown. My experience as human torch and being a member as far as changing the person. Now I don't care about I know that's powers to me. All that matters is yes, and that's probably too. That's what I had. I did. There are moments I thought that Johnny would never grow up from being that selfish, self-centered. But are you? Well, I am. Look, I think, like what we just said, we were all shocked and afraid of what happened. We had no idea of how the cosmic rays affect us and how these powers would change us. We had no idea. We were afraid to think that we might be infected, and we were human plague or sickness or something. But after we first used our powers to fight our home from the threat of moment and as more people, we realized that perhaps these powers we could not burden, but a gift that we use, and now, and ever since then, we have tried using we came to pass for it. We tried to use our powers to keep the world as well as help us further our understanding of the universe and I suppose, especially we're always a family of explorers. We're all, although we found out what happened with besides losing powers, like the pain of losing both, like Captain America and the rest of our other friends. Indeed, yes, indeed. Listen, Christine. It's no secret that when I first became the Thing, I was horrified what I became. I looked like a monster, for Pete's sake. Ever since I wanted, I kept Golden Reed to help cure me. I wanted to be Ben. Ever since I wanted nothing more to be Ben Grimm again. And now that you're finally free of the Thing once and for all. Well, surprisingly, yes, I can't even say that I actually miss my rocky exterior. It's true, now I'm a human. I'm a guy. I can finally give the woman that I love, Felicia, the life that she deserves. But when I was a Thing, I could lift. I can go total without breaking us. Go total with the Incredible Hulk and live to tell the tale. I see. Although I'm glad to be honest, I'll always miss being the ever-loving Thing. Hey, folks. I'll let you know your defense. What's the future of the transport? Now it's no longer have your powers. What's the future? Well, ask Christine. If anything that happens for now, I think it's we all agree that we can take this opportunity to focus more on helping those in need using our own normal human skills. That's why I decided to form the life the future. I have founded. We decided to found the Future Foundation. It's a scientific. It's an independent scientific organization that me and my family created to help further using the research that we gathered over the years, being Fantastic Four, and using my invention and using the information that we gathered from using my inventions gathered from that we used during our past scientific explorations. We're going to use our discoveries to further humankind, try and use what we've learned to fix what Thanos broke. So what we just found was that's right. We're going to space. Yes, at the site where the original sword headquarters used to be. We're gonna build a base on a space station, based on and will the space station be proof? Yes, although we lost our powers, we don't rush to get our powers back. Besides, the world is still full of flame shells that can carry on. Or perhaps although you still have your powers, how are you gonna still even notice fight on? Of course, I don't think that he can just move and take over after finishing. But we'll still we'll still have our powers. We're gonna still fight with everything we have to keep the world safe on our way. Of course, yeah. But besides, I may not be the Human Torch, but I can still help people. Besides, after all, heroes like Daredevil, Speedball, Black Widow, Hawkeye, they don't have powers, so they still. But I'm good. Although I know more, the family that still exists will still, as Everhart saying, sign off.